comedy of errors. Possibly the first play that Shakespeare ever wrote. Probably the first comedy he ever wrote. He was young, he wasn't all that good yet. It's really maybe not his best play ever, but the production that you're going to see today is going to be one of the most fabulous and wonderful renditions of this play ever. There's not a whole lot that you need to know. There's two towns, Ephesus and Syracuse. And in Ephesus, they hate everybody from Syracuse. That may actually resonate with people who have been in situations where one group of people hates another group of people. So in Ephesus, they've passed a law that if anybody from Syracuse comes to Ephesus, they will be put to death immediately. Okay, kind of like you go to the wrong part of the yard and you might get in trouble. Perhaps. Yeah? Maybe, yeah, okay. So, just like some things that you may have experienced in your life, once the institution creates the rule that if you're from Syracuse and you come to Ephesus, you will be immediately put to death, when somebody actually violates that rule, then they start saying, well, maybe we'll make you an exception. So what happens at the beginning of the play is that an old merchant from Syracuse comes to Ephesus, and instead of immediately putting him to death, what the Duke says is, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 24 hours if you can come up with $1,000, you can live, right? Okay, this is how justice works in Ephesus. So, this merchant tells a really interesting story. He says, I never would have come here, I know I shouldn't be here, but here's the thing. I was married to a woman. She was the love of my life. We had 2 twin sons. And on the same day that they were born, in the same inn where we were, another woman, a poor woman, had 2 twin boys as well. She knew she couldn't bring up her kids because she was so poor, so I bought them and took them to be servants to my 2 sons. My wife and I were on a ship because I was a merchant. I was traveling from one place to another, buying and selling. There was a huge storm, and we were shipwrecked. My wife strapped herself to the mast that was breaking off of the ship with one of our boys and his servant, and I did the same with the other boy and his servant. We got split up, and I've never seen them since. It was 23 years ago, and I've been searching for them ever since. And that's why he came, even though he knew that it meant death to come. That's why he came. He's searching for his lost family. So he's told by the Duke, you know, if you can come up with $1,000, I'll save your life, go see what you can do. And he goes off wandering around the town. Then we're going to meet a bunch of other people, and I don't think I'm going to tell you that much about them, because I think you're going to be able to figure it out as you go along. There's a gentleman named Antipholus who is married to Adriana. Adriana's younger sister, Luciana, is unmarried. Antipholus, you know, he may not be the best husband ever. There's this courtesan who he likes to hang out with, right? And in fact, he's told her that he's going to give her this gold necklace. So he's asked Angelo, the goldsmith, to make this gold necklace that maybe it's for his mistress, maybe it's for his wife, we're not entirely sure. That comes into play in the course of this story. Other than that, I think you may know all you need to know to enjoy this very early comedy by William Shakespeare with some very interesting themes about justice, mercy, and forgiveness. Thank you so much for being here today for the comedy.